going in there. Tracksuit tops, towels, the lot.
Flags, everything. Well, it is a hazard. You know, if someone gets in that corner, they'll easily slip and could cause an injury. But it's a nice little respite for both boxers. I'm sure they're going to come out at the start of this round and let their hands go.
Well, here he comes. There's the orange bucket. He's standing up. There's no stool to go in, so really it's very difficult to make a case for the corner man there, isn't it? That's a poor error.
I think he was putting it on the ground all the time up to this, and he seems to have put it on the ropes this time and totally abandoned it.
Well, they're using his lion's head now that he came into the ring with to mop up the water. He can't be happy with that at all. Yeah. He really can't. That's his corner man, though. It's
he's shaking his head, Garrido. Distasteful look towards his corner man there. I hope it doesn't motivate him to come out fighting hard.
So still 2 to go. Garrido with, again, a big winging overhand right. He's not really landed one of those, but as he moves forward again, McKenna on the back foot, throwing that 1-2. Gets good power off the back foot too. Going down to the body, and we pick up exactly where we left off.
Both guys a little fresh after that break. Have a little bit more energy.
Watch your head.
But it is, again, I repeat myself, it's the quality that's separating them. McKenna has that extra quality and the extra technique that just separates them when they are trading. It's his punches that land, it's his punches that are effective.
It's a good division that he's in. There's a British title fight at super lightweight tonight between Tyronne and Jack Cackle. That should be very interesting. There's an eliminator before long between Joe Hughes and Johnny Coyle. There was another one set between Jason Easton and Josh Leather, but I think Josh Leather has pulled out of that. We've seen O'Hara Davis back in the ring in recent times. Robbie Davis, who McKenna's called out before. He's called out everyone, to be honest. He's looking to get back in action soon after an unexpected defeat. So it's a really good mix that he's trying to put himself into. A fight against Tommy Coyle would have put him into that, but this certainly is not going to do him any harm either, because people do know within the trade that Garrido, as you've been saying all along, is a proper operator.
Yeah, he pushed Frank Gavin all the way, as you said before, speed Brad Saunders. Like, if McKenna wins this and comes through as it's looking like it's going to happen, he's definitely in the mix with those guys. Johnny Coyle's an excellent little boxer. Jack Harrow and Tyronne are good operators too, and he's in that mix with them. And I think he's just chosen here to stand and fight this round. Seems to be a few words, and there's the gum shield again. This may be a point from McKenna.
Well, he's just going to let it go, I think, Marcus McDonald. I think he knows that at no point well, we all know at no point has the gum shield been spat out. It's not been tactical, it's not been unsportsmanlike contact, but he is going to take the point as it turns out. I thought for a second there that he was just going to let that slide, but he couldn't really, because he'd already said that the previous time was the third and final time.
Yeah.
Garrido looking to really climb in behind a few left hands here, and McKenna, as he does that, looking to tee him up with a left of his own.
There's Garrido's mouthpiece. No, that's his third.
So that's his final time now, you would imagine. The point taken off McKenna's not going to make any difference. We'd be very surprised.
I think the only way we can lose this fight is... the only way Garrido can win this fight is by stoppage or knockout now. Slip in the corner there, still a little bit wet.
Nice uppercut on the inside there from Garrido as he just lent on McKenna, and he's found him 2 or 3 times in the last 10 seconds or so. McKenna just ushering him in, and then holding his feet and just whacking in that left hand himself. Good little spell this time from Garrido. McKenna needs to be careful.
Caught with his chin up in the air and punching at the same time.
And they're just trading here, just swinging for the fences of both of them.
That's a round for Garrido anyway, especially besides the point being taken off. I thought he won that round with his work at the end.
Well, maybe he did get rid of the gum shield deliberately here. Let's have a look.
I don't think so. I think it's an ill-fitted gum shield, and he's boxing with his mouth open because he has to breathe, you know. Because pace has been like this from the start, and it's brilliant action from both boxers.
Slow this now. Come on, 3 minutes now. 3 minutes and you've won this fight easy enough. Okay? Listen to me. Look at me. Everything, but he's going to come flying in now.
Making his point nice and forcefully there, Danny Vaughan. Any apologies if there was any offence scores there. But just 3 minutes, as he says, a hug between the two in centre ring, and it's been a really entertaining fight. It's really delivered. We thought it would be. There was an extra bit of needle after the weigh-in yesterday. They really flew at each other in the first round. The first couple of rounds, big right hand there again from Garrido. McKenna has got to be careful because we have him with a comfortable lead. There's been nothing comfortable about this fight, but he's got a handy lead, shall we say. The only way Garrido can really win from here is if he knocks McKenna out. But if he keeps landing shots like that, it becomes more likely to happen.
Danny Vaughan said it in the corner. He's going to come with everything this round. This last round, he's going to go for broke. And he is going for broke. McKenna has to be very careful. He's not trying to box. He should box a move, keep it at long range. But I can see why he doesn't want to, because he doesn't want to give any momentum to Garrido. He's just going to try and smother him inside and nullify him up close.
A couple of good body shots there from McKenna, but it's him who's trying to tie Garrido up on the inside there, which isn't a bad idea. You were talking about that earlier on, and that there's a time and a place for it. It's all part of the skill of a fighter.
He's definitely loading up Garrido with all these punches. He's going for broke here. He's trying to land a home run punch.
McKenna just trying to establish a little bit of distance here, and then just digs his feet in and throws that left hand.
Both men have shown incredible heart and incredible desire here, and will to win.
Well, heading up towards the final minute, and McKenna, you could see there, just really sucking the air and almost dipped onto a left hand. And just rolling away to his right there, McKenna, after he threw a right hand, but they're just exchanging at close quarters, and neither one really wants to take a backward step. There's a lot been thrown in this final round, and if anything, it's Garrido who's finishing slightly the stronger. He needs this more. He knows, I think, his corner will have told him too, that he probably needs a stoppage. McKenna really knows that he just needs to stay on his feet and hear the final bell, but this is where pride comes into it. Nobody wants to get on their bike. McKenna doesn't want to start moving those feet too much. He wants to stand and trade. And then McKenna just leans into Garrido and just looks to pin that left hand of his opponent on the blind side of the referee.
That's good from McKenna. Back to his boxing, going to finish the fight boxing.
Bell goes. Terrific fight. Great effort by both of these two. And a quick chat between the pair of them at the end of 10 really hard rounds. He may have been a bit disappointed, McKenna, a bit crestfallen, I think, when the fight with Coyle didn't happen. But this was a really competitive, good quality 10 rounds that he's come through here.
It's a big right hand there from Garrido. These were the type of punches. He was going for broke in the last round. He was trying to catch McKenna punching and punch in between McKenna's punches and land at the same time. But this really was an excellent contest from start to finish.
Just trying to get the gloves off Garrido away to our right-hand side. Tyronne McKenna's ready, though, and so is our MC, Craig Stephen.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Marcus McDonald will bring together both boxers. As he does so, please your appreciation, both boxers in the ring. We go to Mr. McDonald's scorecard, reads 96-94. The winner from Belfast, Northern Ireland, Tyronne McKenna.
6 rounds to 4 in favour of Tyronne McKenna over the 10 rounds. As we've been saying all the way through, it was terrific stuff. It was really hard.